Hi everybody, Dan Illman, Matt Bernier with an important Kentucky Oaks prep at Oaklawn Park on Friday. It's the Grade 3 Fantasy kicking off a 50-cent Pick 4. If you sign up for a new DRF Bets account, you can play that Pick 4 with a $150 bonus. DRF.com/join is where you need to go. The promo code is TV150. Let's take a look at this field of Kentucky Oaks hopefuls getting set to travel a mile and a 16th at Oaklawn Park on Friday. Matt, the number 8 is Wonder Godot. 2-1 on the morning line, a graded stakes winner. I loved the way she won the Demoiselle. I was looking forward to a big 3-year-old campaign for Marcassi. You were not very high on her as I was, and she's 0 for 3.
Well, I think for me, it's just more a matter of I don't think she's running on the right surface. And I guess everyone, we talk about Derby fever. Everyone has Oaks fever as well, I suppose. And it's not like she's run poorly as a 3-year-old, but she just hasn't really taken that big next step forward. I think it's also a little bit interesting, something to note. She hasn't had a break since she debuted in August. She just continues to run basically once a month. I think eventually you get her back to turf, you get her back to synthetic, something like that. I still think she's going to be very, very good, and I think she's very talented. I just think she's going to be a bad bet in this race because I don't know that she really can step with the best dirt horses.
And she's 2-1 on the morning line, and she's probably going to be the favorite. So you're right, she might not offer a lot of value. I was disappointed she lost the Silver Bullet Day to that long shot. There was no disgrace in losing to Monomoy Girl and the Rachel Alexandra. And last time out in the Fairgrounds Oaks, I thought she was relatively close to a very hot pace in a race where the pace collapsed. So I don't think that line looks bad at all that she got beat less than a length. I think she's coming together. I'm not sure she's a great bet. This outside post, she's going to have to avoid being hung out wide going into the first turn. Of the locally based horses, the number 4 Cosmic Burst beat 3 of these in the local prep, the Grade 3 Honeybee on March the 10th. That was an interesting race because stretch-out sprinter Amy's Challenge opened up a 35-length lead down the backstretch, was going very fast, and Cosmic Burst was able to reel her in. Amy's Challenge is getting a big rider switch here to Mike Smith. Can Smith throttle Amy's Challenge back a little bit? Because if he does, she's tough on the lead.
Yeah, I really think she's the key to the whole race. Obviously, she's the pace in here, it looks like on paper. And now you get Mike Smith aboard. I thought she ran lights out in that Honeybee, considering she went as fast as she did early. Like you say, she was open by 100 down the backside. And she got a little bit tired at the end, but it's not as though she was doing things unprofessionally. I think she got tired because she went as fast as she did. I don't think distance is necessarily a problem for her. And if you think that all of a sudden Smith can go, realistically, can he go 5, 6, 7 lengths slower than what they did in that last race and still be out there on the front end? I think she controls this race. Cosmic Burst ran well in that race, but I think she just kind of had the perfect storm where the pace set her tired. She took advantage. I don't know that she's necessarily as good as Amy's Challenge.
Timeform US agrees with you, agrees with the world, that Amy's Challenge, given an alert break, is going to go to the front, and the key is how fast is she going to go. You mentioned Cosmic Burst. I thought she did some good things in that Honeybee. Richard Aramia never panicked when Amy's Challenge opened up a big lead. He was able to save ground. He asked her for a run turning into the stretch. He just seemed confident that he was always going to wear down Amy's Challenge in the stretch, and she did. This filly really has done nothing wrong in her career, never off the board, rock solid, can be placed anywhere. I think she's going to probably set a similar trip as last time, probably 4 or 5 lengths off the lead, and we'll see if she can step forward off her last race. She's consistent. 7-2 is a fair price.
Yeah, I would agree with that. She's in good form, like you say. She's never done anything wrong. The question becomes, do you think there is enough of a difference from a pace standpoint? But you're right. She hasn't done anything wrong, and she deserves to be a middling sort of lower price in here as a contender.
The problem with the other Honeybee horses are that they just couldn't take advantage of that fast pace. And Amy's Challenge and Cosmic Burst basically ran 1-2 around the track. Sassy Sienna, who I liked in the Honeybee, fell far behind. It looked like the situation was going well for her, and she just kind of clunked up for third. Bo Peep really never got into the running at all, and you have to wonder if she's class challenged.
Yeah, Bo Peep, I don't think she's good enough. Sassy Sienna, I thought she ran okay considering all things. I know the pace was ballistic on there, but it's not as though it was a duel, and maybe Amy's Challenge did get tired at the end, but Cosmic Burst had a pretty significant jump on Sassy Sienna. I wonder if she's the kind of horse paired up buyers in the most recent 2 races. Maybe she's good enough to get a piece, and maybe down the road some additional distance will be helpful for her, but I agree with you. It's kind of hard to make a case for her over the top 2 in that race.
Grade 1 placed Princess Warrior is a late runner that needs a lot of pace help in order to succeed. My main issue with her is she has not gotten much faster than she was as a 2-year-old. I'm beginning to wonder if she's more of a late-running one-turn type at this point.
Yeah, and I also wondered too, they tried the turf in that Here Comes the Bride, and I kind of felt like maybe it was nothing more than a means to an end to get to the Gulfstream Park Oaks. If she doesn't run well here in this dirt race on Friday, maybe they go back to the turf with her.
Tahoe Dreams has won her last 2, including one over a muddy track. We might get some rain at Oaklawn on Friday, and I like the way she won that race. I know it was a slow race, and she's an unlikely winner here at 20-1 on the morning line, but she overcame really moderate fractions to win that race. She's got some upside, maybe a placing.
Yeah, maybe an underneath placing in here. I think they would be happy with that. I agree with you. The past 2 races, both of them good. It's also worth noting both of those races were the first 2 route races of her career, so maybe that's what she wanted all along. I don't think she's bad. I just think she's a little bit overmatched right now from a speed figure standpoint.
Let's take a look at our top selections for the Grade 3 Fantasy. You're going to go with the number 2, Harbor Lights, a pretty new face to this graded stakes division at Oaklawn this winter. This is a filly that looked really, really sharp off the layoff, and she just might be coming into her own at the right time for Steve Asmussen.
I just like the way that she ran. She was late with the lead change down the lane, but at the same time, it was one of those instances. Ricardo Santana, I thought he rode her very confidently, and when he asked her to go, sure, it took a little while to get over to that right lead, but boy, she accelerated, and I thought she finished very, very nicely. There's a part of me that wonders, look, Amy's challenge is going to be tough to run down on the front end. If this horse, Harbor Lights, can stay relatively close and not let her get away from her, I wonder if we get a forward move in the second start off the layoff. And again, maybe she's not as talented as Amy's challenge, but I think she's going to be a better price in here. I understand maybe the race shape doesn't work for her, but I think we could be seeing a better improved effort here, and maybe she's just a little bit of a late bloomer for the 3-year-olds.
I have concerns about Amy's Challenge's ability to see out this distance. I like Cosmic Burst's consistency. I think 7-2 on the morning line is fair. I like her tactical speed. I think if she could build a little bit off that 84 Beyer speed figure, she'll run her usual solid race. I'll go 4, 8, 6, and 2 in the Grade 3 Fantasy. Kicking off the 50-cent pick 4 on Apple Blossom Friday. Again, if you are playing the Oaklawn Friday card from home, consider a new DRF Bets account and a $150 sign-up bonus. Go to drf.com/join, type in the promo code TV150. Approximate post time for the Fantasy. First leg of the 50-cent pick 4, 4:34 Central. Best of luck.